What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to be playing the Royal Tournament. We're at 11 wins right now, only have one loss. We're going to be going to probably at least 15 wins, but likely it's going to be 16 or 17 using Electro Giant. So Electro Giant got a pretty massive buff, 7% health. I mean, that's huge. It used to be 8 Elixir, and then they nerfed him a little bit too much. They added some of its health back, and now people are saying that he's better than when he was 8 Elixir. So we'll see, only time will tell about that. Mother Witch also got buffed. First attack buff, also hit speed buff. She's really strong now too, might even be borderline broken. The Golden Knight is in this deck. A couple days ago I made a video on an Electro Giant deck you guys could run on ladder if you don't have champions unlocked, but for the Royal Tournament you can use champions, and the Golden Knight pairs with the Electro Giant so well. And yeah, you don't even need to be level 14. As you can see, anyone can use, and this is my mini account, anyone can use champions in Royal Tournament, so that's a really great feature. Tornado pairs really well with the Electro Giant, Golden Knight, and the Bomber, and then you got Inferno Drag and Cage, really good on defense. So very well-rounded deck offensively as well as defensively, which is why it's one of the strongest decks right now in the meta. Before we head in the first game, if you guys would like to support me, use my creator code BOSTON in any Supercell game. Always appreciate those of you who do that, and we'll head into our first match here and see if we can get to like 15-16 wins, and ideally without losing another game. Alright, so oh, and if you're wondering what I lost actually to some deck that had Zappies. I don't remember the whole deck, but it was a giant skeleton deck with Zappies, so that's something that could be a little difficult. I also think I'm trying to think of some other things that could be hard, but as you know, a lot of buildings in general do good against Electro Giant, Mortar especially, so that's another one I was thinking of. But I think overall, it's just really strong right now, and people are not used to the Electro Giant either yet, because they remember, you know, how weak he was just a couple days ago, so they haven't learned kind of like how to defend him, so the meta kind of hasn't shifted yet. Okay, this is really, really good. If he's using Golem Cologne, this is like one of the easiest matchups for Electro Giant. We might have already won, to be honest. I don't know. But this is like an insanely good start. Wow, the Mother Witch is still alive. Okay, we're gonna Bomber here. Yeah, we didn't like win yet. I got a little too, you know, ahead of ourselves. I got a little too ahead of myself there, but that's still like a really good start. I mean, he just basically used up all of that elixir, and we got a decent amount of damage in the process. We can go Golden Knight. We don't have Inferno Dragon cycle, so if he does decide to Golem right now, we do have to be cautious, but I could probably cycle back to it quite quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and do the dash because I'm full on elixir and I don't really have anything else to cycle. Likely he's just going to... I was going to say... I didn't think he would do that. I thought maybe he would go for like a Lumberjack or something. Or like a Skarmy, but perhaps he didn't have it in cycle. So we're going to go for an Electro Giant here. This is what you need to do when they go for a Golem push. You need to tank the support cards. That clone wasn't really that great because the cloned Lumberjack died immediately. He is going to get some damage from the Golem, but it's not going to give him the tower, which is really all that matters in this type of matchup, because he doesn't have a big spell, so it doesn't really matter how low he gets my tower. If he doesn't take it, it doesn't mean much, because a Golem pushes 8 elixir at least, so he has to overcommit just to take my tower, no matter how much health it's at. I'm going to do the Golden Knight dash here just to whittle down the Night Witch a little more, and we should probably be able to defend this, I would assume, with the Inferno Dragon, the Cage. I think we probably should be able to do that. I'll just go ahead and Cage here. We'll go for a Mother Witch, and then we can just obviously go for a Tornado just to ensure that we save our tower. Should be, yeah, nice and easy defense there. So there we go, easy first game. This deck, yeah, does great against Golem Clone. I wonder if there's going to be more Golem Clone after, as I already said, after the Night Witch buff. Maybe not, though, because I think with all the E-Giant, it's not going to make it very far in the meta. So 12-1. Let's get into it. Oh, right, we got our... I think it's going to make us open our Lightning chest before, right? So we'll just go ahead and do that. Oh, I realized I'm actually on my mini account, so I kind of care about what cards I get. But those two are fine. I'm not going to be too concerned about the striking. Alright, here we go. So... Alright, Bomber is fine to cycle first play of the game. Anything else like the... Okay, we're going to do this. Good thing he juked it. That's actually helpful because then we can just prevent all the damage with the splash there. Golden Knight here. Let's see what he does. He just goes Skeleton. So yeah, he's running a Logbait cycle deck from the looks of it. Logbait could be tricky depending on the variation, since this deck doesn't have a Barb Barrel. I'm going to do the dash here. It should be, yeah, I was going to say close enough to the tower. By the way, Mighty Miner's not good against E-Giant because it just continues to reset it. And only problem though, that was a really smart play on his end. If he didn't do that, I would have just lightninged his I want to try to tornado that in to kill it. Okay, nice, we do. That was really nice. And we might even get the pigs from... Oh, wow! I thought surely that Fire Spirit was going to jump on the Mother Witch. I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. We'll go Bomber here. He might do the bomb now. Let's see. Otherwise, that should be enough to prevent pretty much all the damage. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, I got really lucky there with that Mother Witch. That helped us out a lot in that situation. I think we'll Inferno Drag same lane as the Princess. Inferno Drag gets a good amount of value against Logbait. They don't have a great answer to it. Let's do the dash here. I didn't think it would go for the Princess, but wait, let's go Electro Giant because his Cannon's out of cycle and he won't be able to get back to it since it's single elixir, I'm pretty sure. If he does get back to it, it's going to be so late that I think E-Giant should be on the tower. Yeah, nice. And that bomb didn't do anything. I mean, that only took, like, what? Like 5% of the E-Giant's health away? I mean, that's not going to do much. So we'll just go Golden Knight. And, yeah, one push is all it took. That's, I mean, that's E-Giant for you. That's why people hate E-Giant. Not when I'm the one using it, though. Then it's fun. We're Lightning the Princess. I was kind of leaking Elixir there to kind of see what he wanted to do. Doesn't really matter. We have such a massive lead that I think he would need, what, 3 rockets on my tower, which he can't get in the given time. So, we're chilling. Just go Mother Witch this lane, NATO his barrel. We're fine. He's trying to do a juke. There we go. GG. That Logbait deck is probably the best variation right now. I think it finished, yeah, it finished 10th in the world last season. So, pretty solid. I think the Cannon is just really, it's really made a name for itself recently, like as just being one of the best buildings right now. Compared to the, I would say it's better, yeah, it's most definitely better than the Tesla right now, and then might even be better than the Inferno. It's just so good, especially in Champions, because of the 3-card cycle. I know a lot of people ask, sometimes whenever I say 3-card cycle, people ask in the comments, what do I mean by that? So I'll just say that right now for those of you wondering, because I don't often explain what that means. So, and this is why Golden Knight's really good in this deck too, or basically any deck that has a champion. So, for those of you who don't know what a 3-card cycle is, I think most people know by now, but if you do not, what it means is when you have a champion on the field, you only need to play 3 cards to get back to something, whereas normally you have to play 4. And that's because when you have a champion down, you can't play another champion. That's the reasoning for that, if that makes sense. So you kind of have a faster cycle, in a way, when you're using a deck with a champion. Especially if it's a fast cycle deck with a champion, then you're going to cycle things really quickly. So that's why I think Logbait is kind of making a comeback now with the Mighty Miner, because you can rocket cycle so quickly in triple elixir with the Mighty Miner down. Anyway, just in case of you guys who didn't know, we'll go Inferno Drag here on top of the Bowler. We'll go for the dash here. Maybe it gets down in time. Okay, Barbell came down just in time for him. And also, he doesn't have anything for the E-Giant. This matchup is, like, really, really easy. This is, like, one of the easiest matchups for E-Giant, Lumberloon Freeze. So if you hate Lumberloon Freeze, this is probably the deck for you. And I know there's a lot of people who hate it. Do more people hate E-Giant or Lumberloon Freeze? I don't know. Probably in this meta, I would put my money on E-Giant, just because... yeah, E-Giant's going to be used quite a lot this meta. Lumberloon Freeze, probably not that much. especially since Drill got nerfed, and Bowler's really good against the Drill, so maybe less of a need to use it. Go Golden Knight. I kind of want to Lightning that, but the thing is, I'd rather hit more than one thing with the Lightning, so instead I'm going to do this, and then he's going to freeze, right? So let's Tornado that in the other lane, so that way he still has to deal with this Electro Giant. He's smart that he didn't play that Baby Dragon in the circle, so this guy does kind of know what he's doing. I mean, this definitely isn't like, you know, some really bad Lumberloon freeze player. I guess we kind of already identified that, knowing he didn't go Lumberloon first play of the game. That's when it's annoying. Like, here's the thing. I think Lumberloon isn't actually as unskillful as people think, but there's people who give it a bad reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people who just go Lumberloon first play of the game without even seeing what the opponent has. Like, that's kind of the... That's why it gets a bad reputation. So, Tornado, get our King Tower activated here. That basically eliminates any chance this guy has of winning, because now, you know, it's like just going to be even harder than it already was to break through. And I'm going to Lightning if he goes for the Inferno Drag. It's going to get distracted by Pig, so we don't need a Lightning right away. Go ahead and do it now, so the E-Giant doesn't lose all its health, and that is going to be it. Really, really, really easy. That's probably a match you should win 9 out of 10 times. I think the only way you'd lose that is if they, go Lumberloon first play of the game, and maybe you don't have a Tornado in cycle. You definitely could lose in that case, because then you'd probably panic, go for a Cage, and then if you can't NATO, then you're going to take a lot of damage. Alright, so 14-1. 1 win away from 15, which is all the rewards, but we'll probably... we'll likely go for 1 or 2 more afterwards. We'll see, though. Alright. Inferno Drag, Mother Witch. Not really anything I'd want to cycle. Mother Witch, maybe. Maybe after 20 seconds or so. I'm fine with that, because, again, I say this all the time. A 4 elixir card is only 3 elixir by the time your opponent reacts to it. So, what I mean by that is... But he decided to do it, so, you know, but because it takes you like half a second to react, so you're gonna get some elixir back before your opponent responds, essentially. Alright, so we kind of already had a kind of a bad start to this game. We did not have the cycle we wanted, because I don't have a Cage in hand. I have to waste all this elixir just to get to it. I decided to Inferno Drag because E-Giant's great against it. Oh my gosh, we're literally gonna lose all because of the start. I'm gonna have to defensive E-Giant here. We're not gonna get 3 crowned, but this was such an unlucky start. I swear to you guys, he didn't do anything special. Like, he had the Cage to start the game off, and I didn't. That's really all there is to it. Like, I swear we just got really screwed over hard there, but, yeah, that sucks. If we come back, then that would be incredible. I don't expect to, because this was such a bad start. And this is why, like, you know, mirror matches, you can't, like, oftentimes with mirror matches, this is why you can't say, like, you know, just because the person who wins it means they know how to play the mirror better. It's because of situations like this. Like, I mean, I'll check this guy's profile after this game, but I don't really think this guy is exactly that good of a player, but, you know, we'll find out. I shouldn't, like, say I know for sure, but I don't know. We will see. Yeah, that was unlucky. Yeah, that sucks. This is why this matchup is so starting hand dependent. Like, if they go for an E-Giant in single, and if you don't, like, have a Cage in cycle, you get screwed over so hard. So, Yeah, that's just bad luck. I can't say he played better. I don't know if people in the comments are gonna probably people will. They're just gonna say salty or whatever. That's fine. I mean, I don't really care. But let's take a look at his profile. All right, shall we? I mean, I'm just curious because okay. So 61-35. Yeah, I mean, I know people are saying it's toxic. He's not that good. He just got lucky. But that's what happens sometimes. I mean, 25 classics not bad, but like it's just annoying. You can tell why it frustrates me. I don't like losing to someone a lot worse. So I don't know how to describe it, but I don't like losing to someone who's a lot worse with the deck than I am just because of getting starting handed. Like, I'm not saying I've mastered E-Giant. Of course not the best E-Giant player in the game, but I've finished top 50 with it in the world. I've, gotten, I think, like, a lot of good global tournament finishes with it on my, main account or, like, other accounts. So that's what makes me mad. Like, losing a mirror to, it just makes me mad. Especially if I don't get outplayed and it's just the start of the game. So it's just kind of frustrating, but, it's how this game works sometimes. So Inferno Drag on the Golden Knight there. So we're against E-Giant again. Hopefully we can redeem ourselves. It's not really a very skillful matchup, though. So if I win this, I'm not going to be, saying how I'm great at it. It's just, sometimes it's just the luck of the draw, especially in single. Alright, so essentially the same thing happened again. Early E-Giant screwed us over. Luckily this time around, though, we didn't lose our whole tower, so we got that going for us, but still the same thing. Still the same thing, sadly. We're going to go Inferno Drag. And then I'm going to E-Giant soon, because if I don't, we're just going to, he's just going to keep spamming us at the bridge. So we're going to E-Giant now. So we basically kind of like mirrored each other's plays. So this is just going to be, like an easy defense for both of us, essentially. But the only issue is we had that bad start because he decided to E-Giant and screw us over when, I didn't know you had E-Giant. But, you could argue with how broken E-Giant is right now, it's better just to, like, assume the other person has it. But anyway, we get the King Tower activated there. Really nice tornado. We'll go Golden Knight. And, let's see what he wants to do. Go Mother Witch. Go for a cage. I don't know if he's going to lightning that. Okay, yeah, not the best tornado. We'll go E-Giant here. Lightning this. Mother Witch. And there we go. Now we're getting something to happen here. Go Golden Knight. We're still, like, behind, but at least, like, kind of, it feels like the momentum's going our way. We'll just go Mother Witch here. The issue is he might just lightning cycle in because he's ahead. He's probably able to do that. I don't know. And I can't overcommit on that Fire Spirit either. Let's go Cage here. Okay, good NATO. We pulled the E-Giant, and we also pulled the Inferno Drag. Definitely gonna Lightning his Cage wherever he drops it. There it is. This guy played kind of decently, I'd say. Probably even better than the last guy. I mean, just... Well, I don't know for sure, but just from... Just the fact this game went on longer, I mean, he played decently. But we were finally able to break through in triple. Alright, I'll take it. I'm really happy I didn't lose to E-Giant twice in a row. That would have really made me mad. But, yeah, alright, good. Maybe I'll just play one more game. Why not? We'll try to get to 16. But yeah, we already got 2 losses. That's unfortunate, but yeah, you know, it happens. And this is just, you know, one account anyway. I have others, so I shouldn't stress too much. I got my main and then a couple other minis. All right, so Skeleton King. We'll just cycle Cage into it. And it really could be a lot of different things. Skeleton King's a pretty versatile card. So we'll just go Bomber. Go Inferno Drag. Log. It could be RG. Oh, I thought maybe it was RG Zappies, but Musk, so it's making me think this is probably Mortar. Okay, good. He wasn't able to use his ability. I was worried that he was going to for a second. We just Bomber this. Alright. Let's Cage. He probably, if he's smart, he's not going to go for an offensive Mortar because he knows I'll just be able to go for an E-Giant at the bridge in the opposite lane. So, yeah, he's going to play this kind of passively, I'd bet. Okay, good. He only hit Mother Witch. He didn't hit the Brawler, so we have some more counter push. Yeah, he hasn't even used his Mortar yet. Guess it's time to E-Giant. We might as well go for our first one of the game. I'm gonna go Golden Knight here. This is gonna force some defense out of him. Yeah, he has to go Defensive Miner. Yeah, Mortar's gonna be really tricky. It's one of the best buildings against the Electro Giant. Or it might even just straight up be the best one, actually. As I said, one of the best, it might actually just straight up be the best one. But, it is possible to break through if we overwhelm him with a really nice push. Nice! Oh, I thought it would have gone for the tower. It didn't, though. The Golden Knight. Oh, the Inferno Drag. That's what I was talking about earlier. The Inferno Drag locking on. We go Lightning here. Oh! Misclicked the Mortar. That's unfortunate. Good for me, though. I'll take it. And that's going to be GG. And that'll also conclude the video. Alright, so we get to 16 wins, 2 losses. Alright, by the way, guys, again, those of you stuck around to the end, alright, I'll say I'm a little sorry. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little annoyed after this game. So, that's the thing about me, like, I hope you guys do enjoy that I'm a very genuine person. I do have a very good... I think I'm a very calm person. Like, I'm not someone who rages, but at the same time, I'm very honest, and I don't mind speaking what's on my mind sometimes, and I don't know, maybe it's bad, like, for me to think those things, but it's just how I feel, and I think it's normal to have those emotions and feel that way when you lose a game. I think most people can relate to that, but still, I probably shouldn't like say those things. I don't know, but it's like, I want to be like genuine, and it's like, what I'm thinking at the time right after losing. So I don't know. Like, it could be worse. Like, I don't think I said, it could, like, what I'm trying to say is it could be worse. I didn't insult him too badly. I mean, all I really said is that, yeah, he just got really lucky and that I'm better, but still, it's still probably a little toxic, but whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. And maybe I'll do another global tournament video going to 30 wins. We'll see. Thanks again. Until next time.